Hey guys, today I'm just gonna do a chill video of explaining how I do everything, and I mean literally everything, just on my face. So I'm just gonna do it like how I normally would whenever I go anywhere. So first things first, the brows. I like to do my brows first because I'm weird. That's just how I like to do things. Because if I do them last, I will stroke into the foundation and it'll be noticeable, and I'm just a mess like that. So I'm using the Benefit Gimme Brow. Just gonna comb the brow hairs into place. Just like that. Give them some definition. Make sure they're nice and solid in place. Scooping out the excess of the brow gel and just combing it on in like a pro. Do, 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 do. And making sure that it is darker towards the back, because you want to go lighter into the front to give it that nice ombre effect, because that's how it goes these days. Where is my oh, here it is. Just like in the first video, I'm just going to go through the brows with my Allure brow pencil and just fill it in. Give it some shape. There we go. I don't know why I keep singing circus music, just to fill in the silence, because silence is weird. And go lighter towards the front, and then just fill in the other brow. And of course lighter towards the front on this side too, because you want your brows to match, but they're gonna be sisters, not twins, because that's unrealistic to expect them to be twins. So that's why you gotta fill it in darker. Oh great, I made a mess. Now I gotta fix them. Brow shaping, it can be a process because I'm messy. I mess up sometimes. So I just like to get them out of the way first. Something just fell on the ground. I'll pick that up in a second. Okay, just gonna go back and fill them in, get them nice and shaped. How I usually do. And putting most of the color on the tail. Here you go, yeah. And just smoothing them down, give them the shape they need. I'm gonna use my old friend, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. It's in the shade Taupe. And I just wanna go for that glamorous cut brow today, or at least attempt to, because why not? Just carve that shape, make it unnatural and fancy. And make it nice and faded in the front, not as defined as the back. I'm going into a lot of detail about my brows because I don't really do that in my other videos, and I've been asked to show how I shape them. So that's how I'm doing that now. Oh, I made a mess again. Well, I will clean that up off camera, because you don't want to watch me clean them, because that's awkward, and I'm pretty sure you get the gist of how to do that. Alright, I've been spending a lot of time on my brows. That's because I usually do spend a lot of time on my brows. Gotta make sure they're perfect. Now I'm just gonna, you know what? I think I'm done with them. That's good enough. Now I'm just gonna take my BH Studio Pro Waterproof Eye Primer from BH Cosmetics, and I'm gonna prime my eyelids. And I don't like that this doesn't have a wand and I gotta squirt it out, but I'm gonna try to squeeze out a tiny amount and not make a mess. And I'm just gonna put that all over my eyelid and get it all the way up to the brow. Make sure it's nice and on there. And maybe I need a little more, because I don't know if this is supposed to have, well, it has color when you squirt it out, but the color disappears when you put it on. So I'm just gonna keep putting it on, make sure I got enough. Then I'm gonna go over to the other eye and just pat it on the same way. Make sure it's all the way up to the eyebrow and make sure, okay. Yeah, that is good. It is there. All right, time to set it down, which is very important because if you don't set it down, it's gonna crease and make your eyeshadow fade away, and you don't want that. I'm just gonna take my Coty Airspun powder and just pat it onto my fingers and just pat it onto my lids and get it deep into that crease. And make sure it's nice and set and dry, because you always want a dry, smooth base to put the shadow on, because you don't want it to budge. Setting the eyeshadow primer is probably one of the most important things to stress, because one time I put concealer on my lids, because that's what everybody was doing, and it looked good, and then it creased and faded, and I'm like, they lied to me, and I'm like, wait, no, they didn't lie to me. I'm just an idiot, and I forgot to set it. So setting is very, very important. All right, set my other eye, because you don't need to see me set that one, because come on, is that really that entertaining? So I'm gonna take 2 pieces of tape and put it on the back of my hand and on my sweater to get rid of the tackiness, because you don't want to pull your skin off. So I'm just gonna set it right here, because I like having a crisp, smooth line, because it makes me look like I'm better at makeup than I am. And I'm just gonna get rid of the tackiness on this one as well. And I'm just gonna set it right here. Okay. And now we're gonna get in to the fun part, which is the eyeshadow. Now I'm just gonna use my Dare to Create Morphe 39A palette. And I'm going to take a fluffy crease brush. This is a NYX Professional Makeup crease brush, I believe. And I'm going to dip it into this third transition shade. No, this one. And I'm just going to go into the crease. Yeah, I love transition shades. They just, if the transition shade looks good, that's how you know everything else is gonna be good. Just gonna dip into that some more, tap off the excess. There we go. It's getting in there. I probably got some under my eye, but I'm gonna clean that up. That's why I do my eyes first, so it doesn't mess up my face makeup, because I'm clumsy and messy. Then I'm gonna take that same shade onto my other eye. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll just do one eye at a time, because you don't need to watch me do both eyes. That's repetitive and annoying. Then I'm gonna take this third shade towards the end, which is like this more, yeah, that shade. And I'm gonna just buff that into the crease to define it some more. There we go. Just keep blending and blending and blending and blending and blending and blending. Blend that good. Then I'm going to take this fluffy angled brush. I believe it is from e.l.f. It's called Defining Eye Brush. And I'm going to dip into this navy shade right here and tap off excess. I'm going to put it on the outer corner of my eye. I'm going for a blue water goddess look today, folks. Gonna be lit. Not going anywhere, but who cares? Now just put a little more in there to define it some more. Okay, coming along. Ooh, looks better in person, honestly. Now I'm just going to take my Milani Make It Dewy setting spray and spray my Sigma Shader Lid E56 brush. There we go, just douse it in that setting spray. And then I'm going to dip it into that tealish, sparklyish shade under the navy shade. And I am going to put that towards the inner corner to make a nice sparkle effect. There we go. Gonna very carefully. Cat? That was my cat. She decided that you guys needed to hear her in the middle of my video. She can meow all she wants, but I'm not gonna stop for her because I am in the middle of something. Here we go. Nice mermaid look. Hell yeah. Just gonna pack that on some more. Oh, hello. Okay. All right.
You can wait.
Okay, just gonna pack some more on. We go. Make a nice cutting effect without the whole cut crease thing, because I ain't got time for that. Now I'm gonna try taking my old customized Coastal Scents palette and take this icy blue shade right here and maybe pack that on top. Give it a more pow effect. Oh, okay. Digging how that's going. Here we go. Here we go again on my own. Okay, now I'm just gonna take the small pointed blending e.l.f. brush. It's a detail crease brush. And I'm just gonna dip into that third transition shade again. And I'm just gonna blend out the edges of the blue. Cause it looks a little sharp there. There we go. Okay. All right, now for the fun part, taking off the tape. Taking off the tape. Taking off the tape. Still needs to be cleaned up. Taking off the tape on this side too. Oh, wow. Okay. Time to fix that. Okay, now I'm gonna get started on the face. First, I'm gonna take my Benefit the Professional Pearl Primer, and I'm just gonna pat that into the pory areas of my face to pat down those pores so they don't cake through my makeup, because you don't want that. Just pat it right here. Do, 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 do. Pat it over here. And right down here. And up here. And just on the T-zone in general. There you go, there you go. Then I'm going to try to squeeze out what is left of my Smashbox Photo Finish Radiance Primer. And just put that on the rest of my face so it will stick. There we go. And it's supposed to give me a nice glow through the skin. Hopefully I can get through one video without screwing it up somehow. We'll see. Stay tuned. All right, that's good enough. Honestly, you don't always need face primer, but it can help sometimes. For foundation, I'm going to use the Revlon Color Stay Normal to Dry Skin Foundation. It's honestly a good one. I haven't used it for like a year, and I'm just like, why did I stop using this? It's actually pretty good. Don't underestimate drugstore foundations. No shame, no shame. There are some good ones. I had to pull my hair back, put it on my forehead, because it's my pet peeve to get strands of hair just trapped in the foundation. That's like my pet peeve whenever I watch someone do their makeup in a video, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, put your hair back. It drives me crazy. I pack that on. cover every bit of redness. Because man, do I got some problems with some redness. Put it down the neck. Down the neck. Now for concealer, I'm just going to use the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. As you can see, I've used this a lot. So I'm just going to put this under my eyes. Woo. Do, 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 do. Woo. Oh, got a little of my eyeshadow on it. Oh well. I'm going to put it right here. Right here. And then on the forehead, because I have a problem getting foundation up there for some reason. Now just gonna blend that out. Cover all that redness. Cover all the redness. Okay, now I'm just gonna put in some cream contour. Because personally, I prefer cream contour because it's easier for me to blend. Because if you mess up with cream contour, you can just put some concealer over it. But if you mess up with powder contour, well, there's no going back. So I'm just gonna take this Sonia Kashuk brush and just put it into under my cheekbone. And then over here as well. And I'm taking the BH Studio Pro Cosmetics, BH Studio Pro Liquid Cream Contour Palette. I cannot talk at all or ever. I'm just mixing these three first bottom shades on the bottom row. And I'm just putting it right here. And right here. And then under my chin, because I want to try to get rid of that double chin. I don't have one. What are you talking about? And I'm putting it over here. And then I'm just dipping back into it and just lightly putting it on my forehead. Just gonna blend it upwards towards my forehead. Try to make it look smaller. Yeah. And just over here. Do, 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 do. I'm just going to blend it out with a sponge. Blend it all away. And then just blended it under my chin. And just blending my forehead. Blending it, this helmet of contour. Just trying to make it more subtle. Okay, I just took my fingers and blended out my eyeshadow more and just kind of smoked it out. Now I'm just going to take this flat, if I can find it, flat concealer brush. And I'm going to use this to contour my nose. Give it some more shape because it's wide and bumpy. I'm just going to start under here. And then just move up. Try not to mess up. Me not messing up, that's a good one. Then just move upwards toward the nose. I don't like connecting it up to the eyebrows because that makes it look less soft and more like runway stuff, tough looking, and this is just more for everyday, so that's not what I'm going for. If you like that look, that's no problem, but it's just not what I'm going for right now. I'm gonna move the cream contour down towards the sides of my nose. Dip more into the palette and just sort of move it downwards. Then I'm gonna blend it out with the sponge, and hopefully that doesn't mess everything up. And then I'm gonna take my Sigma concealer brush. It is the P88, and I'm gonna dip into a light highlighting cream contour shade. I'm gonna dip into this yellowish one right here. And I'm gonna go on the bridge of the nose. And then on the sides. Trying to snatch it. And right here. And then I'm gonna blend it out. Then I'm just gonna take my EcoTools sponge. This is one of my favorite sponges ever. And I'm just gonna use it to dip into my Coty Airspun powder. And I'm gonna press it into the spots on my face that are still shiny, just to set it down. And right here, oh, the smell. Oh, the famous Coty smell that everybody hates, but it's a good drugstore powder. It's a good drugstore powder. Then I'm just gonna pat it into my chin. Ooh, look at that highlight it gave it. Then I'm gonna pat it right here. And then, oh, you can see that. Then I'm gonna pat it under my eyes, so hopefully they won't crease. Gotta be very gentle with it, especially when you got dry skin. And you wanna make sure it's damp if you have a dry skin problem like I do, because that helps a lot. And put it right under the eyes. That's what's great about the sponge. It has this nice edge, so you can just get right under there. That's just how I prefer it. Here, this looks a little uneven on this side of the face. Let's see. Try to fix it a little with my finger. Then I'm gonna relax my forehead, make sure there's no lines, and pat it into my forehead because you don't want it to settle into the lines. Go. Let's see if there's any more places I need to. For my nose, I contour it in a completely different way. I'm gonna take my, where is it? Anastasia brush that came with the Modern Renaissance palette, and I like to use this flat end to dip into my bronzer. I'm using the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess, and I'm just gonna use that to set the cream contour and to snatch my nose. I'm trying to be very soft and gentle with it. It looks very harsh right now, but You'll see, you'll see. Ooh, look like a clown, okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna use my BH Cosmetics blender brush and I'm gonna blend the contour out. Try to blend it out. Blend it, 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 blend it. I'm gonna take my Ofra banana powder and I'm just gonna dip that same flat end of the Anastasia brush and I'm gonna set the top of my nose with it. Oh, it smells like bananas. I love it. Ugh. Then I'm going to take it and put it on the sides of my nose to sort of blend it into the contour. Oh, it's so great that I'm putting it on my nose because it smells like bananas. And it's just bananas right there. I'm just going to put it on the side. And to blend out my nose, make sure it's snatched. And now I'm going to take my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and I'm going to use that to bronze the face so I don't look so pale and pasty. Give myself some life. And I'm going to make sure you go from outward to inward, right above the ear, right above the place where my cream contour was to sort of set it down. And make sure you don't want to move it too far towards your mouth. That's a problem I tend to have. And just put it on the forehead where that cream contour was. There you go. Give yourself some life and some color to your face so you don't look like a vampire. And then putting it under the jawline. Moving it down your neck so your face doesn't stick out too much. Oh my God. This butter bronzer also smells amazing. Smells like coconuts in summer, which is what I need right now. I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics Nude Blush 10 Color Blush Palette and it's broken. And I'm going to take this, let's see, what shade do I want to use? I'm going to take this palest shade over here and I'm going to mix it with this third shade right here. 2 matte blushes, dust off the excess, and move it in a teardrop shaped motion above the bronzer. Give yourself a tiny flush of color and just do the same thing on this side. For a glow, I'm going to take this Jade Cat Baked Shadow in the shade Dolce de Leche, and I'm going to take this little Morphe fan brush, and I am going to put that on top of the blush. Give myself some life. Mermaid glow. There we go. And I'm gonna put that on the nose. Ooh, that's shiny. And up here. And I don't want to put it on my whole nose because I've noticed that makes it look bigger. Just putting it on the tip and at the top makes it look sloped and cute and small. But you know what? That's just because of beauty standards. You don't have to have a little nose for it to be a cute nose. Let that be a lesson to you all. And just, whoa, I'm shiny. Okay. And just put it on the Cupid's bow or my whole upper lip. That's okay. Here we go. And on the forehead, I just need to shine everywhere. Now I'm just going to finish off the eyes. I'm going to take my NYX eye pencil and put that onto the waterline. I know this looks weird and uncomfortable. I just got over my fear of things being close to my eyes recently. If I tried doing this a year ago, I would scream. Ooh. I mean, this isn't entirely necessary. You don't absolutely have to do this. I just like doing it because my eyes kind of droop down, and putting it on the waterline like makes it look smaller and more compact. And I'm going to put this on the tight line as well. I tight lined my other eye and I put on some cat eyeliner. I'm weird. I cannot do winged liner sitting down. I have to stand up in front of my full-size mirror and get really close to do it, and they're still uneven. So now I am going to just apply some mascara. Now I'm just going to take this Stila, it's the one I like. It's the huge Extreme Lash Mascara. And I have been asked on several occasions while wearing these if I was wearing false lashes. True story. That's how good it is. And I'm just going to put it on my top lashes and try to get down to the root and make sure to accentuate the outer lashes, because that's the part I want to be noticed the most. I'm just going to put it on both eyes. Just like in my last video, I'm going to take the Punk Volumizer Mascara. It's something I received in my Ipsy bag, and I actually kind of like it. So I'm going to put it on my lower lashes, because this one tends to make your lashes look more thin and fine. I feel like that's good for the lower lashes. And now I'm just going to carve out my jawline some more, because I want to conceal that double chin. So I'm going to go back into my Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess Bronzer, and I'm just going to run that along the jawline. This is a smaller, fluffier brush like this, and I'm going to take my Tarte bronzer in the shade Chisel. I think it's more of a contour powder. Smells like chocolate. And I'm just gonna put it on my jawline as well. Just carve it out some more. Sort of blend it down. Just cut that jaw. Just cut it. Do a bit more in the chisel. Hopefully it'll do its job and chisel. And I'm going to use a big kabuki brush, and I'm going to take the butter bronzer and use that to blend it all together. The Tarte Pro Glow to Go palette, Pro Glow to Go, I'm going to take the shade Gleam, and I'm just going to pop that on my inner corner. Okay, now I'm just going to take the Morphe lip pencil in the shade Backseat Love and just draw that onto my lips. You want to start right here, kind of connect the lines. Because I always mess up when overdrawing my lips. Kind of hard to do that without looking like a clown. I'm just going to fill in my lips a little so whatever I put on top will have a nice base. Then I'm going to fill in my top lips and kind of draw out the shape. There we go. Then I'm going to take my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Sydney, and I'm going to pop that sort of in the middle. Oh, it smells really good. It smells like cake. Yeah, I lied. I'm going to put that on my entire lips. And for the last step, I'm just gonna spray my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I'm just gonna try to relax my face so it doesn't sink into the lines and keep my face stuck like that all day. And just and now I'm gonna use my dry sponge to just pat the setting spray in to give it a nice dewy finish and to make it feel more natural, because I don't like it to feel tightening, especially when you got dry skin. It'll feel like you have a cakey mask on. You just want to do this to sort of dry it off, dry your face off. That's all for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up or be awesome and leave me a subscribe. This is a shout out to my 5 subscribers. You're the best. And if you want, you can leave a comment. Let me know what kind of video you like to see. Give me some ideas. That'd be great. Or you can leave a comment on my Instagram if you follow me there. That would be awesome as well. Thank you for watching and stay awesome. Bye.